地方都是公共厕所。Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. We are on top of the world today. Like, I'm serious, we are on the top of the world. Where are we?
We are in basically nowhere. In the middle of
nowhere land. But it's a beautiful nowhere land.
Yeah. So
Gweilo. It's a small village on the top of a mountain in northern Guangxi Autonomous Region.
Yeah.
And is this a rich place or a poor place?
Very poor.
Very poor.
Yeah.
Do you think it might be a good place for our Helping Hands Children's Charity?
Of course. I want to help the poor girls here.
They have poor girls, they have poor boys, they have poor everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see, we're not dealing with adults in our charity. What we're dealing with is poor children, underprivileged children, because they don't have the stuff that you have in the urban areas of China, and so they don't have the opportunity to excel. They don't have the chance of better schooling. They just as we were talking, we were coming up. The young girls don't even have sanitary pads or the money to buy stuff like this. So if you look at that all is a deterrent to being. To getting a good education, because you've got other things on your mind. Bad teeth, maybe medical problems, maybe you're cold in the wintertime, you don't have the right clothes. All of these things impact children. Oh, you guys, but it doesn't mean they don't live in a beautiful area.
Look at
like, I'm going to turn the camera around. Just hang on a second. This village is actually so small that they don't even have their own school. They have to transport the children down the side of the mountain to a larger community for them to go to school. And you see, that's another deterrent. And as children grow a little bit older, it gets harder for them to do it. It's not economically feasible. They don't have the opportunity, so they don't do it. You know, and all of these things impact the education of the children. As it impacts the education of the children, it impacts the community that they grow up in. And if they don't get a good education, they don't get good jobs, they don't excel in this world here in China, they can't get back to their communities, and the communities get poorer, and it just perpetuates itself. So you're looking at probably one of the places that our Helping Hands Children's Foundation is going to start helping people. And look around, you guys. It is what it. Look at this little guy. It's a beautiful place, but it's a rough place. On the top of a mountain, they've got rice paddies. They got tea fields, and there's not a lot more to make money at. So even if they wanted to, they couldn't make a lot of money here. But with a good education, they might be able to leave the community, get good jobs, and then sort of pay it forward back to the community to help their families, their friends, the people in the community, and the children in the future in the community. You see this highway behind me. It was built in about 2015, 2016, so 4 or 5 years ago. And before that, it would take 3 or 4 hours for the people of this village to go to Sanjiang town. Now it takes 40 minutes. So as you make it easier for them to do trade in the bigger cities or the bigger communities, let's not talk cities here, it makes this area just a little bit more economically sound, but it's still a long way away. You're still 40 minutes out of, not a large community, and you're way off the beaten path, and you are on the top of a mountain. So life it's beautiful here. It's healthy. They have a nice, quiet, relaxing life, but things could be better. See, and that's one of the things that I notice in China. The country is beautiful, and some areas of the country are way more beautiful than other areas of the country. But that doesn't mean that the people have a lot of money. It just means that, well, you see, this place here, you've got rice, you got tea, you got mountains, and growing on mountains is a little difficult. A lot of work goes into this. So these people are working their tails off to live in a place like this. Sure, it is super beautiful, like super beautiful. Like, look around you, but the idea that you're living on a mountain in a place like this means that you're basically going to be not a wealthy person now or anytime in the future. The one thing that can fix that is proper education for the children. Bringing the children up properly, they can teach, because nowadays the world is different. In their parents' and their grandparents' era, there was no internet. They didn't know what was going on in the outside world. Now the children can learn what's going on in the outside world. They can help their parents live a better life. But without education, they're going to end up just like their parents. Very poor farmers on the side of a mountain in northern Guangxi Autonomous Region. What would change this if they got educated and they had jobs in certain areas of China or anywhere around the world, and they send money home to their parents? What would happen if they set up businesses here in these rural communities that could benefit the people in the communities? What if they had the education to do better than what their parents or their grandparents did? Unless they get educated, better educated, that's not going to happen. So maybe we could help that happen. It actually took us about a half an hour of driving just up the mountain, and it's just big enough for two cars to pass each other and around in circles and whatever to actually get to this place. So it's fairly inaccessible. So check out the way this place is built, like guys. Everything, there's no nails in this. Everything is dadoed, and it's not just small stuff. Look at how it's put together here. My God. Just think the workmanship. Just think how long it took to build something. And you know what? This place, they say, is as old as me. Like 60 years old. Just a second, I'll turn my camera around and you can see. Look at this. And then we got trouble.
坐在这里学习的。
你好，你好。
好，你来改外面。
Hello。
搬楼上。
去哪里？
他问我们 Where are we going?
上到了搬楼。
Where are we going?
We come to see you.
干嘛参干？
我们是来这里看你们的。
嘛拿到干嘛参到干啊？
哦。
小小大奶完喽。
大外婆嘛呗。
哎，大外
个话，买个话，